Good morning from the Philippines. How is everybody doing out there this morning? Hope everybody's doing well. It says we have 27 people joining us already. Hopefully, I won't get cut off. The internet's been acting kind of funny all morning. Trying to watch videos online and stuff, and it loads and loads. So I have everything shut off. So hopefully, we'll have a good stream. Who's all here? Kenneth Hadley, how you doing this morning? John Benjamin, how are you? Howdy, John. Jess Keith, hello and good morning, or good evening, or whatever it is where you're at. Hello, Jose de la Cruz. Chat at 5 a.m. this time, my time. Now it's 9 a.m. here in the Philippines where I'm at. Evil Skippy YouTube. How you doing, Evil Skippy YouTube? Boston, Massachusetts. Bruce, how is Bruce doing? From Central Florida, USA. Thanks for stopping in, Bruce. How's everything look? How's the camera look? The picture look? There's Lut. How does Lut look? Robert, not in Mindanao. Thanks for stopping back in. Ricky USA, how are you doing, Ricky USA? Thanks for stopping by the live chat. Big Dan, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate it, and thanks for stopping in. Welcome. JL Mark 10001. Hello from LA. We are burning here. Burning as far as what? Heat? It's not bad here. It's been really, I mean, we have had the rain here, but as far as humidity, it hasn't been that bad. But if you're referring to heat in LA, I don't know. I haven't watched the weather report from LA. Robert, everyday's life. How are you? I'm doing well. Brian Clark. Hello, Brian. Hello from Salt Lake City. 100 degrees and sunny. You can keep that 100 degrees. Never been to Salt Lake City. Joe Logs Vlog Canada. Thumbs up, bro. Watching here from I'll spit it out. It's a tongue twister. I'm not even going to try. I know I know what you're saying. Let's go to King of Prussia Mall. Haven't been there in a long time. Good morning, Hang Lee. Kevin. Good morning from Southern California. Magandan Umaga, Mark. Hello, everyone. Han Lee says he will be here next month. You mean referring to being in the Philippines next month, or referring to this area? Have a safe trip. Mike Foodie, how you doing? Now I can send Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. How you doing, Mike Foodie? Thanks for stopping back in. Harry Wash from Suffolk County, New York. East Coast Philly time, same station, same time, just 12 hours difference. The meet and greet and hello and goodbyes. So boring, push it. Gino Steaks, Florida, Philly, South Jersey. Thanks for stopping in. Gino Steaks, I prefer Gino's over Pat's. even though I call them both uh, um, tourist steak places because I've had a lot better cheesesteaks in and around Philly. But I'll take Geno's. Sorry if I'm behind, guy. Hello, Philly, up here in Baguio City. How you doing, Jack? Thanks for stopping in. Hello, my brother from St. Louis. I'm a bit blurry right now. I camera I'm using is an automatic adjusting camera. I got the lights on and stuff. Bruce says, actually, you don't look 720. It is something less than internet must be slow. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, the internet is it's terrible today. This morning, I mean, it. You know how it is. Wake up. Some days it works fine. Other days it don't. Part of living here. Good morning from the Philippines, Jess. $1 now, 57.110 to the Philippine pesos. I just drove by this morning. It is not 57. You guys understand when you look online, that's the rate that's the real rate. They're not going to give you 57.10 here on the streets for the simple reason they can't make money. I think it was 56.40 or 30, something like that. But great rate. I'll wait till hopefully it's going to shoot up a little more, and I will turn around and cash in some of that US dollar, put it into my peso account. Audio is kind of choppy. It's the internet, guys. Sorry. Like I said, we're going to give it a try. Jim Mark 01 says, now I know why expats don't bring their partners to the USA. K1 process is expensive. I don't know what it costs now. I know it's not, of course, it's not going to be super cheap. When I brought Louisa over on the fiance visa, God, that was how long ago? 7, 8 years ago. But no, it's not cheap. And it's a process to get it done. I don't know how long it takes now. Ours was under 6 months from start to finish. We used an agency to do it all. I wanted to make sure it was done right, and you can do it on your own. I know people that have done it on their own, but I didn't want to miss a. I didn't want to not cross a T and not hit a dot, because I didn't want the paperwork to be spit all back. So, but no, it can be expensive. We sold our place in Lebanon, Pennsylvania, and bought a place in Cape Coral, Florida. All right. Lebanon, PA. Heading back to Mindanao in a couple months. And I'm sorry if I'm way behind. We took Cathay Pacific. We took Cathay Pacific. Took from Newark. It takes off like 5 minutes past midnight. I flew out of Newark. When did we leave? Yeah, we left late at night. Flew into Hong Kong, like 16-hour flight. 2-hour layover in Hong Kong, and then another hour and a half, 2 hours into Manila. But to me, that's the most direct flight. Now they do have direct flights. At least they did, from Newark, JFK into Manila. Never did it though. Where are we at here? The Ghost of Pennsylvania. How you doing? Welcome back to the chat. No updates on the bridge people. I'll find them. From the woman that was down there, she was telling me, hey, listen, she was pointing down the river. So I know that area down there, and there's a lot of people down in that area. That was the area that I did that feeding program with. Uh, the man here, Banana Man, that runs a feeding program here every day. Uh, I know that area. I know how to get down in that area. Just a matter of me getting down there. I got to ride my bike down in there. Can't You can get a car, but it's tough. Uh, Plus, I want to talk to Banana Man. He'll probably know exactly where they moved because he told me he used to feed those kids. So yeah, I will find them. That will be a mission to find the bridge people. But that's what happens. They were building a road down there or making a road down through there, and I think I remember them telling us that they were going to be pushed out of there. So yeah, I'll find them. Hi from UP of Michigan, Upper Peninsula of Michigan. So, all right, guys, you know what? We got 133 people in here. Let's talk a little bit about housing here. Um, Gated communities, Philippine communities. Now, I can only speak for the area I live in. I don't know what it's like in other big cities here: Manila, Makati, BGC, Cebu. I don't know what it's like to live in those big areas. I can only speak for what it's like here. And I would imagine they all have gated communities also. Um, Here you got quite a few gated communities. I've been to a few. They're nice. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. They're nice. When you enter, there's usually a guard there that opens and closes a gate for you. If you live there, the guard will know you live there. You're always in and out. They know. If you visit, I've been to some where as you visit, the guard will actually ask you for ID. He will take your ID, whether it's a driver's license. Never hand your passport up, of course. Uh, a driver's license here, or say you're here, you got a other country driver's license, or a I card, or a SSRV card, or a um, what do I have? I have the oh, I can't even think. But my ID card. Never hand up your passport. They take it, they hold it, they'll give you usually like a little card or a little number, and in you go. So it's secure when it comes to that. Then I've been to somewhere, and that guard just opens up the gate, lets everybody come in. Um, and how safe is it inside these communities? I've heard stories where people think they're safe in these communities. Do they really know their neighbors? Do they go out on the streets? Because you go to Filipino communities, you got people out on the streets all the time, hanging out. Uh, they're out and about. How safe are the gated communities? By the eye, they appear very safe. But I've heard stories where people have gotten robbed. They've gotten robbed. I mean, you can put up all the CCTV cameras you want. You can put up all the concertina wire you want. If somebody really, really wants into your place, they're going to get in. Cameras or not, concertina wire or not. Um, a lot of these gated communities, they're just single homes by themselves. They're not home upon home upon home like row homes. They're single house um, lots. Um, and the thing is, do you really know the guard? You got some people, they're beyond the guard. They don't even say hello to the guard. They won't even wish a Merry Christmas. Uh, they they just think their shit don't stink. I'm in a gated community. I'm above you. You're just a guard here making a couple hundred pesos a day. And that's how some people think. Not only expats, but there's Filipinos here like that. You have that social, that social type ladder. You have the poor, you have the middle class, and yes, there is a growing middle class here in the Philippines. And then, of course, you have the upper class. Problem is, the middle class forgets that they were at one time the lower class, but they think because they've moved out of that lower class that they're above other people, other Filipinos. And I've been in some areas where the upper class are, and they uh, they flaunt what they have. So you have people that live in these communities, gated communities, that they think they're better than, say, like the guard. And you don't know the guard because you don't get to know the guard. And how do you know he's not setting you up? You don't know these things. But to think you're in a gated community and you're safe all the time, like I said, um, I've heard people getting robbed. It happens. Matter of fact, there was another one. Not This was years ago. Somebody actually went into a gated community, broke into these people's houses, and from what I was told, it was a business deal gone bad, and they offed the people. Uh, yeah, gated communities are nice. They are nice. They look nice to the eyes. Um, they might have clubhouses and swimming pools and stuff, um, but I wouldn't say you're always going to be safe in them. That's like there's areas here that there's a lot of expats, and these aren't gated communities. They're just communities where a lot of expats live, and they think they're really safe in their area. If you think about it, if I'm a criminal, you always me coming from corrections, you had to always think on the line of a criminal. What's he going to do next? What's he thinking? What are they thinking? Well, I need money. The burr months are here. Time for me to make some money. Time for me to get some Christmas money. Where's the easiest place to target? Well, where all the rich foreigners are. Let me go over in that area. I've always, we lived over in an area that was a lot of expats. Now, would I say they're filthy rich? I don't think they were filthy rich, but they were well to do. And a lot of Filipinos think all foreigners are rich. Well, we're not all rich. And I would always hear of like people riding by on motorbikes and snatching necklaces off and, snatching phones and snatching purses. And they know where the money is. So they go there. So you're not always even safe in an area like that. Once again, it's where you really want to live. Some people like living in condos, and there's nothing wrong with that. Me, myself, that's not my thing. Maybe if I lived in a huge city like Manila, BGC, Green Hills. I have a friend, Joseph, lives in a condo down in Green Hills. Very nice condo. You walk in, they have security there. Uh, get on an elevator, go up to your condo, but do you really talk to your neighbors that are in there because you don't really see them. There's CCTV cameras all over inside the condo units. Um, they're nice. Might have a pool, might have a weight room. It's all in what you want. Me, I like living. We're in. They call our area subdivision. Are there gates coming into this subdivision? Yes, but the one is closed in the evening. The other one is not. Like all the traffic is pushed into one area. There's no guard standing there. It's a pretty big area where we live. But me, I like the area here. I prefer living around a bunch of Filipinos. That's just my thing. Our neighbors know us. We know our neighbors. I respect them. They respect us. When we leave, there's eyes on our place. There's always eyes here. The little sorry store across the street, so there's always people there. There's always eyes here. They see what's going on, and no community wants crime in their area. They don't. I mean, I can walk around and I can pick out around this area where a foreigner lives and where a Filipino lives. The foreigners here in this subdivision, they got some big nice houses, but their neighbor's also a Filipino, and their eyes are on everything too. Uh, so it all depends on where you live. I know people. I mean, I've rented when we were in Daul. We rented a place, and I think everybody around us was a Filipino. I didn't feel unsafe because there's eyes everywhere. So I think it all depends. Where do you want to live? Uh, the old, when you come here, some people just still have that mentality of, I got to keep up with the Joneses. I got to have the nicest house. I got to have the nicest cars. I got to have the nicest clothes. Well, other people see that. So you always got to watch. This is just what I've observed. Other people might have their own take on it, might have their own thinking on it. Um, but me, I like the area I live in, and you have people, expats that will, move out into the province, and they might be the only expat out there because their wife is from there or their girlfriend is from there, and they build a home there. And but you know what? They're safe. They're safe. You know why they're safe? Because everybody in that barangay, everybody in that village knows that that foreigner, say, built that house there. And everybody knows that that foreigner is dating or married to that Filipino that lives there. So there's always eyes watching. Um, and they're safe there. They're safe there. I mean, I've been to areas here where there's no concertina wire around. But look at here in Angeles City, every house you go to, there's concertina wire around everybody's houses. Uh, so yeah, these are just my thoughts. Um, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Let's look at some of the comments here. I don't like living in a gated community. I prefer to be in the neighborhood with the locals. Same way. I'm the same way. But then again, you have people. You have people here, like I said, expats and even other Filipinos, because of their social status, they think they're above everybody or above that. Man, I don't mind it. I don't mind my neighbors. I can go over and sit with my neighbors if I wanted to and sit in their garage, hot, sweaty, maybe a fan rolling around, drinking a few Red Horses. Well, I don't drink Red Horse. Uh, Listen to videoke, and I feel at home with them. They don't make you feel like you're not wanted, and I don't perceive or give that feeling off to them that I'm better than them. It's not my thing. Good question. When was the last time you were a victim of robbery? Well, when we had our sorry sorry store, we first moved into it, and it was an open sorry sorry store. We were letting people come in and out, and looking at things, and and somebody robbed us. Somebody took the money in there. They took the money and ran. But that a learning lesson, because you have people that will do that. They will target. They will target. Uh, that was the last time we got robbed at our store. Um, since then, you learn. You learn a different way of running things. Of course, we don't have the store no more, but that's the last time that we had gotten robbed. And from our store, where are we at here? Here in the USA, you don't need to even leave your house to have someone take your life. Yeah, it's sad what's going on. That's all I have to say. Dan says I get 4,000 a month in 3 years. That goes to over 6,000. Is that enough? Plenty, plenty, Dan. Once again, depends on where you live. Um, but at 4,000, you should be able to have a decent place, um, eat out if you want every day. Uh, you're not going to struggle. at 4,000 a month. And you're saying after 3 years, it goes over 6,000. You're going to live good. You're going to be able to travel around the Philippines. Um, you're going to be able to travel around Southeast Asia. You're going to save money. Uh, it then again, it all depends. Even up here in Angeles City, 4 grand to 6 grand a month, and you're one of those guys that like to go out and party every night and drink and pick up girls and this and that and this and that. You're still gonna have plenty of money. Yeah, plenty of money. Where are we at here? Big Truck Series Views Motorsport says when in the Philippines, I want a condo near the city, large swimming pool, clean facility, armed guard, malls nearby, metro nearby, and plenty of grocery shopping. Residency is my favorite, and there are places like that. um, Swimming pools, private parking, armed guards, malls nearby, grocery shop. There are places like that. Nothing wrong with that if that's the lifestyle and the way you want to live. Um, do I think you're more safer? Is that right? In say like a condo than say an expat community, gated community, or like an area I live. I would say yeah. I would say you're more safe in an area like that. Um, I even know people that live in condos and they accidentally left their phone or something down by the pool and that guard had it and held it for them. Uh, and when you're in a really nice condo, a lot of times those people they got the money. They tip they tip the door guy. They tip the security guy there. They have money. Um, so yeah, nothing wrong with living a life like that here. Nothing at all. Do I get the feeling that you're not wanted around middle upper class Filipinos? It's hard to say. Uh, I know when I was around uh, upper class, I was around upper class Filipinos, and you can tell these people just walking around like their shit don't stink. Uh, whatever. That's whatever. Uh, but I was getting looks too because I got tattoos and stuff, and uh, I don't know. To me, I don't. I just live my life. Uh, if you want to think, if you're upper class and you want to think you're better than me, or middle class, you okay, okay. I'm okay. You know what I mean? I guess when you get to a point in life, you don't really give a shit what people think, right? When you get older, you don't really give a shit what people think. Is that right? Is it wrong? Uh, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Uh, so yeah, professional thieves. Professional thieves is right. Let me see. A neighbor took photos of another neighbor using my parking space to wash cars. We were pissed. The barangay police got involved. Yeah, they'll get involved. Barangay police will get involved. There was always I always heard about parking disputes here, and people parking in front of other people's houses. And to me, to me that's just what I wouldn't get that concept. If I have a gate that I move my car in and out of, and my neighbor just felt, oh, I'm just going to park my car in front of your gate so you can't get your car. I mean, like stuff like that. Like, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? But yeah, situations. Sometimes you got to get the barangay involved so they can settle it. Uh, it's kind of how it works. I prefer a condo, but my fiance wants a home. That's the thing, condos you can own. You can own a condo here. People always say, "Oh, foreigner can never own a home." A condo you can. There are ways now. As far as the land, no. But I've had friends that they get married, and I know people that got married, build a house out in the province. Yes, the property's in the wife's name, but there's legal paperwork that can be done to where if there's a problem and you separate or whatever, you still have rights to the sell. If they sell that property, you have rights to a portion of that money. There are legal ways around it. Some people don't, they still don't think that. So, but yes, there's the thing. You want a condo, your fiance wants a home. What do you do? Get the condo and build the home, right? Yeah. Uh, let's see. 100% correct. You get to a point in life. That's the thing. I mean, you work your whole life, or you work your life to the point where you retire. You've dealt with pressure, you dealt with stress, you dealt with every day going in and out of work, you dealt with employees, bosses, supervisors, the environment you worked your whole life doing that, whatever it is, to the point to where you could retire. Now you retire. Now you move to the Philippines. You worked. You worked to get here. You worked to where you're at in life. At some point in life, ah, you want to call me names or, I'm dumb or I'm stupid or I don't care what you think or what you say. I would call people names. Remember in kindergarten, grade school and stuff, you would call the kids names and you get to the point in life where some things just don't matter to you anymore. It's how it has to be. This person said this about me or this expat said that. I don't. Okay. All right. Uh, so let me see. I'm going to put a link out there if anybody wants to jump on a little bit. Chat. See. Tell me how you got to the Philippines or your plans to get to the Philippines. I'm going to put a link there. Out there. If I can get. Let me see. Invite. Copy board. There. Copy. Okay. Paste. All right. If anybody wants to get on for a little bit, say hello. Click that link there I just put on. It'll bring you. It'll tell you what to do, and you can hop on. You don't need a camera. You can use a mic if you have a mic. If you have a camera, well, I won't hear what you have to say. But if anybody wants to hop on and say something, feel free to. Feel free to. Where are we at? Okay, Dr. Dementia State of Survival says, I'm sorry, Brian, but yes, a foreigner can own land. A foreigner can own land if it's inherited from a Filipino family member. Okay. I learned something new. I didn't know that. So yeah. Okay, we got Joe. All right, here we go. Joe, hey Joe. Let me bring Joe up. I had Joe to stream. How you doing, Joe?
Good. How you doing, Philly?
Good, good. Thanks for joining the live stream.
Long time no see, bro.
Yeah, yeah. How are you?
I'm good. I've been good.
Face face looks familiar. I know I've met you
I
up
had
here.
breakfast with you with Philo.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. So what's new? Anything good? You obviously are you in the Philippines now? You coming to the Philippines?
Yeah. No, I'm living in Porak.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How Porak Park? Your Porak is
It's
north, right?
at the intersection where Jollibee is, where they're doing the flyover.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
okay, yes, I know where you're at. Is that what is that there that's going through there? Is that part of that train?
it's part of the flyover, like a they call it flyover. It's basically a so people heading from on Friendship coming from Angeles can
Okay.
just they don't have to enter the intersection. They can continue going over the bridge
Alright,
into
alright,
San Fernando, kind of like where they have those skyovers in San Fernando. Same concept.
right, okay. I thought that was, I thought that was part of the train that was supposed to be coming through. That's how often I go down there and know what's going on. I remember you, Joe. I remember you. Air
Yeah, yeah,
Force,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, Air
Absolutely. Yep,
Force. Yeah, yeah,
yep.
yeah. All right. Yep. Uh, so yeah, I learned something new about that. You're still down there, huh?
Yeah, we're still down here. There's a lot of construction going on right now, so I hate getting on the road where I live, but it's all good.
Right, right. I was see now I haven't been down that way. I haven't been down Friendship Highway, over the bridge coming out of Koreatown there, and I haven't been down that road in months. So
Yeah,
I
stay
I don't know what's new.
if you can. If you can avoid it, I would highly recommend it just because of the traffic congestion and the road
Right,
construction, the
right,
ongoing road construction going on right now. Yeah, it's horrible.
right. All right, let's bring Dr. Dementia. Dr. Dementia, how you doing?
Pretty good, Brian. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I just
What's
wanted
new?
to chime in just a little bit. We did a lot of research. I own property in multiple countries, and I'm a lot different than a lot of people. I mean, even my Filipino wife, I have a prenup in different languages. So, but the bottom line is real simple. You can own as a foreigner land if you inherit it from a family member.
Ev- So your wife's family could inherit land to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Where you see it most often, according to the attorneys that I used, um, where you see it most often is where um, a foreigner and a Filipino get married, they buy land. You can put it in both your names right now, it makes no difference. And the wife passes away. Well, when the wife passes away, you inherit the land.
As long
Lost you there. Lost your audio.
stream.
Oh,
There I am. There I am. Can you hear
there
me?
you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Hit,
So
hit the
yeah.
wrong button. So the only issue that could arise, and I've seen it, and you've probably seen it, where other family members, there's a land dispute,
Yes.
and then that can be a big headache.
Yeah. And so what you should do, all right, and many foreigners don't do it. I don't understand why, because in the US they do it. It's just through the title and escrow companies. All right. Is number one, you have to get, you know, you buy a piece of land before you even buy it, you need it surveyed to make sure that there's a title that matches those survey points. After you match those survey points, then is the title clean? If the
Right.
title is clean, then you get a copy of the title. You don't rely on their word, because oftentimes, especially like in the land that we bought, the title was clean on the first page, but there was an
Right.
amendment on the second page where he had a second mortgage. So he had to
Mm,
clear that. Then you have to wait for it to go through the register. And in our case, it was in the province. So, in that instance, you have the register of deeds in the province, and then it goes to Butuan, to the, I don't know, county government, whatever you want to call it. But anyways, if you end up with a clear piece of title, then the family has no claim whatsoever, as long as the wife has a will that says, I want my husband to inherit my land.
right. Right. All right.
And at
Learn
that
something
point,
new.
it's yours. And you don't have to sell it. But that goes back to the point that you made earlier was, you know what? You can buy land with your wife, and if you get a divorce, you separate, you have an agreement in
Right.
advance that says, hey, if I'm no longer able to reside in this, we need to sell now. And this is again a really important caveat. You need to set two levels. Most of us think at, okay, we need to sell it at fair market value. You need to set fair market value. You need to set in the agreement that it's a fully funded transfer. And, because you don't want somebody making payments for 30 years. And then finally, you need to say what the minimum of that fair market value is.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I have, and I don't say this rudely but I have, children, and I have assets. And quite frankly, I went through the trouble of getting a prenup in 3 different languages. Man, I have a prenup in English, I have a prenup in Tagalog, and I have a prenup in Visaya.
And you're living in the Philippines.
Oh yeah, we've been living here. I actually met you once. We've been living here on and off since 2013, where we would
Okay.
spend a couple months in the Philippines, couple months in the US, back and forth. In 2016, we started spending more time. And in 2016, we said, hey, you know what? We're going to go ahead. And my wife wanted to live in the Philippines rather than the US. And I was fine with it. So I said, okay, fine, let's move. And so we made the final move in 2017, 18.
So you can get a prenup here in the Philippines?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know
Oh
that.
yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And they're not uncommon in these affluent, especially in the affluent Filipino families. They get them
Okay.
all the time
Okay.
because
Okay.
grandma and grandpa don't want to leave anything on the table for anybody but their kids,
Right.
or
Right.
Lola, whatever. But it's when we have a house in the province, we have a condo in Angeles, and we just flit back and forth. I can only do like your example, where everybody's Filipino. I can only live in the province. My maximum is about 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. That hardcore, like Lutz province down there in Mindanao, like
Yeah,
it's hard. It's hard living there. Only a lot of it is you can't really, besides talking to her, like you're not talking to anybody. So it's like
that's
you're
exactly
you're a
right.
you're like a mute for however long you're down there.
You're
Unless the red horse comes out in the Emperador,
yeah.
then everybody likes to practice it. But I know exactly what it's like. Beautiful, but it can be tough.
No, nobody very few people in my wife's village in Mindanao also. All right. Very few people actually speak or converse in English. A good number of them understand basic English, but they
Right.
would rather not speak English.
Right.
And then when they don't want to understand it, they don't. You
Right.
know,
Right.
they just choose to, oh, I didn't, hear that. But it's nice to go. But I mean, my wife's village is so small, the nearest Jollibee is an hour and 10 minutes away. So,
Yeah.
we have no McDonald's, we have no Jollibee, we have no Burger King, we have not even pizza, not even pizza. All right.
Oh,
I'm not even
I got
talking about a pizza
yeah, yeah.
chain. I'm saying pizza.
Yeah. Well, I would have you beat then, because there's a Dunkin' Donuts there where I would sit and have a breakfast sandwich, and then there is a little pizza place, no chain, just somebody making a pizza, and a couple nice little Filipino style sit down eat type little restaurants. So yeah, I would have you beat, but still, It's still out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, there are plenty of little sit down Filipino places. All right. But it's not sit down and get a burger. It's
Right.
sit down and get lechon. It's sit
Right.
down and get manuk. It's
Right.
sit down and get rice or
Yep. Yep.
some, or chicken feet, chicken head, chicken ass, whatever.
Barbecue this, barbecue that.
Barbecue,
Yeah.
yeah, it's barbecue everything. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy going down there. It's a bit of a pain in the butt to get there, but I enjoy going down. I enjoy seeing the nieces and nephews. The kids are far more forgiving far more interactive than the adults.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
But it's interesting, but it's fun. I've really enjoyed. I've actually watched you for years and years before we even
Right.
moved here. So
Okay.
it's been interesting to watch your change and everything that got, and your subscribers. Oh my God, you've got so many neat subscribers. So it's been. I wish you the best of continued luck.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got it. It's just a mix of people want different things. Like I can do something about walking around in this, in a squatter area and people like that. Then I could put up a video of us doing scuba diving and other people like that. It's just a big mix of subscribers for different things.
Yeah, well, it's the
not everybody.
diversity, the
Right.
diversity of your channel. It's
Right.
a little bit of everything. Hey, how was Finn? How's he doing?
Finn Snow.
Yeah,
Finn's. I mean, he was so busy.
I'm sure.
They were there and they were promoting. He's evidently he's with a group. They built a yacht,
Yes.
and they're going to be taking people out on this yacht, diving different areas and stuff. It's a big thing. So he was there promoting that, promoting, I think, Pura Vida is the people that he dives with. He was just busy. I would speak to him a little bit and then, excuse me. And he'd go, we're just bullshitting.
Yeah.
He's trying to, drum up business and stuff. And then like every half hour, he said he had a meeting and he would like go to a meeting. We kind of hung out in there, just talked, about just different things, but nice guy. It's just, busy. It was neat. That dive convention was neat. A lot
I'm
of
sure it
stuff
was.
there. A
I'm
lot
sure
of,
it was.
you had people, tourism departments promoting things, airlines and dive resorts and, dive equipment, you name it. It was there. I could have spent a ton of money there.
You talk about the difference between a gated community and a non-gated community. In the US, my home is in a gated community only because of the investment, only because of the appreciation issue.
Right.
Because there it's always I gotta have.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. So the more you have, the better resale and everything else. Here we had a choice. We looked at Puluamsak, we looked at Town and Country, we looked at we have a lot of friends in Puluamsak. And we looked at a lot of different things. And I got to tell you, we found a really nice house in Puluamsak that I really thought I'd want to buy. But the problem is that you're right. If somebody wants in, they're coming in. I mean, this
Sure.
house wasn't in the middle of the development. It was actually on an exterior wall. And these people actually had to put netting up, like screen netting over
Sure.
their backyard because the Filipinos behind them were always tossing garbage and stuff like that over the wall.
Right.
So, I mean, I think it's all a matter of where you want to be, what you have. I'm too old to worry about a yard. I'm too old.
Right.
Well, you know what? I'm not too old. I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to worry about a yard. I'm too lazy to worry about the pool. I'm too lazy to worry about pretty much anything. Um, so for us, a condo here was fine, and
Sure, sure.
in the province, we had no choice. We had to build a house, but that was fine. It was no big deal.
There's a guy right up the road here, a foreigner expat, nice house. He's got electric fencing and concertina wire
Oh wow,
running around his whole property. And when
that's
you look,
pretty expensive.
it says like, you know, warning, electrical fence. I mean, and you can see it up. Whether or not it runs, I don't know, but I'm not going to give it a try. But yeah, he even went to
I
that
won't.
extent. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. I haven't seen that yet, but then I don't get around town nearly as much as you and some of the others do.
Right. Right.
So, I don't know. I mean, again, I think you hit it on the nail. It's all a matter of how you want to live, and that's going to make the first determination of where you live.
Right.
Okay. I mean, I personally could not live on 3, 4, 5,000 US dollars a month here. Okay.
You
But
say you could or couldn't?
I couldn't, I could not, I don't think I could pay rent and live on 4 or 5,000 a month, the lifestyle that we live.
Okay.
All
Right.
right. Now, but you have to keep in mind though, that means, I'm buying plane tickets and transportation to the province every 4, 5, 6 weeks. I'm supporting people in the province all the time. If I was a single guy, yeah, sure, I could live a Western lifestyle for 4 or 5,000 a month, maybe less. It just depends on how much I drink and what my. I'm not an excessive drinker, but we go out. We have a group of friends, and we go out 2, 3, a couple times a week. But
Right.
but look, I've taken so much of your time and your subscribers' time. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
hey, thanks for stopping in. I'm gonna close this live stream out anyways, but thanks for coming in. You taught me something new today.
Yeah, I'll see you around. I see you at Tequila Reef all the time. I hide in the corner and eat often, especially
Inside.
well, outside too because I smoke. But when my wife is in the province, I don't go every time she goes,
Right. Okay.
and I don't like washing dishes, and I don't like cooking breakfast.
Your
And
face looked familiar, and I know we probably ran into each other.
we ran into each other. Actually, we ran into each other and spoke for about 5 minutes right after the city sort of semi did its first opening,
Okay.
when like a few things besides JJ's was open.
Okay.
And I ran into you. We were coming out of JJ's and you were outside waiting on lot.
Okay.
So, all right. You guys have a great evening. I'm so
Hey.
sorry to take so much of your time. Now I
Hey,
got to
no
figure out
problem.
how to get out of here. Ah, here
I'll
we
just
go.
I can remove you.
I
right.
found it. Thanks.
All right,
Have a
thank
great
you.
day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, Joe.
Hey, what's up, Brian?
Nothing. I'm gonna get going here, Joe.
All right.
Unless you
Hey,
got something. What's that?
Thanks for having me on.
Hey, thanks for like I said, face is familiar. Now I place it. Now I remember breakfast. Let me think. It was at the bakery, right?
Yeah, with Philo.
Yep. Sitting outside. Yep. All right, Joe.
Yeah. All right, take care, Brian. See you, man.
All right. Have a good day. All right, guys. Look, you want to say hello? Let's gonna come over and say hello real quick. It says there's 203 people in here. You guys, thanks for stopping in. Let's gonna say hello.
Hello, ladies.
Have a seat. Let's say hello.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all today?
Arturo was in there.
Where's Art? Oh,
He was in
Arturo.
there earlier. He
Ah,
might still be there.
Arturo, thank you for the ice cream. My girls and my visitors really love it. Good, Jose Aquino. Good evening. Oh, it's morning over here, but good evening also. Ebel Skippy YouTube. Hello, Lot. How are you, Mr. Evil? Evil
There's
Skippy. Where's Arturo? Hello, Louisa. How is the ice cream? Yeah, it's very good. We just eat that last night after we done supper. We ate it with my girls and also my two visitors, which is that's in my video. And I think you know already because I told you already who's there, right? John Hell, thank you for the super chat. Good morning, Lot. Good morning, DG Joe. Good morning, Lot Washington from the traffic, congested, ongoing road construction, traffic detour, and constant brownout city of Porak. Good times. That's right. I heard that a lot Porak is always has a brownout, which one of my friend lives there. Big Kevin, hello, Louisa. Flying head gay hood. Damn. Morning from KL. Yes, Arturo, that is a sweet boy. Victor, Coco, Hilo, Lot, and Brian. Big Dan, you and your daughter are twins. Pretty much. We don't like me. If you concept to my daughter really much, we don't really look alike. But if you are if you are talking about Bing, a lot of people saying we have a same face. We are the same blood either. TSM Gerald, hello from Guam. John, how get everyone ice cream with the super chat. We have a big gallon of ice cream, as in big gallon of ice cream. Where is the bell? Finally, we don't have to stir up Brian face anymore. Ha ha ha! Joke. And then what else? Hmm? I don't know how to ano this one. Philip Panic. HI Big Kevin pala. Okay. So I think where's Brenda? Actually I'm going to oh no because right now today Bing is growing up fast. Yes. She She did. I don't even like the last time I'd seen her. She's just like a cute little lady. Until now, she's still cute, but she's growing all too fast right now. She started to learn how to be like a city person. Most of the time, she started to learn how to wear clothes properly, And I think her birthday she will be turned like 6/13 soon. Victor Coco, thank you for the super chat. Victor. Brian was trying to teach me. Victor Coco, thank you for the super chat. Hope you enjoy back to school. Actually, it's kind of tiring. As I said, it's the first time I ever it's the first time in my life to wake up like 4:30 in the morning and then cook and then prepare breakfast, prepare like their snack, prepare their no. Cause Hannah has a different like time. So I used to do that all. I used to walk up at like Hannah's time. But when Beng started to go school, since it's very early, it's like 5:45 in the morning. So you need to walk up early too, then send her to school. So it's kind of like kind of tiring for me. But of course, I will used to it sooner or later. Maybe it's just like my body will start like turning like do that way since as I said, it's my first time to walk up that kind of early. No, I mean like when I have the store before, have the store before, yes. But the thing is, in we got the store, I just get everything done, and sometimes I get asleep. But this time, most of the time, yeah, I have a take a nap. But most of the time, I try to take a nap like 30 minutes only because it's not really good to take a nap whole. And then at night, you can't sleep. Bell, Lot, if you don't know how to say my last name, it's okay. All my Filipinos friends say it as fruits or puwit. Actually, I'd seen like, I pronounce it like fruit, fruit, fruit. I don't know. I'm sorry about it. When is Bing's birthday? Next month. Next month. 8, right? 8? No, October. Yeah, October 8 is her birthday. She to like turn 16. Janik, hello. Oh my god. Yeah, to next month is her like big day. So oh, someone text me. It's Nicole Castaneda. You know who's Nicole Castaneda? Okay. Yeah, your last name is very, very hard to pronounce. Maybe for me or some other people, but I don't know. It's just hard for me to pronounce. Can you both visit Bella Montana Park? My cousin owned this place. Great place to visit. Please video it. Where is that? Villa, Montana. Montana Park. I don't know where is that. No, it's Montana. Is that Clark? Oh, Belle, you have a daughter turning 10 in November. I am November too. I am November. I was Scorpion. Hello, Lot, I'm Brian. We love you from Chris Bagasan. Thank you so much. Jackie Lou. Pensakula in the house. Oh, Pensakula in the house. Good morning, Philippines. Good morning, Pinas. So I'm just waiting for the person. Where's that Montana? Montana, is it part of Angeles? You know? Okay, Pau, agad go. Okay, everyone, I would like to say thank you so much for stopping by over here on my husband live. Would like to say stay safe and stay healthy. And for thank you so much. You have a good day, good evening, everyone, and good night also wherever you are. Bye.
Here, let. All right, guys. Hey, Victor, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to wrap this one up. I was going to say something that slipped my mind. Oh, yeah, I got to go. I'm going to the. I want to go to the lawyer today. I got to get that affidavit thing filled out so I can submit everything to the insurance company up at the bank. It's near Bonbon Tarlac, he said. Okay, that's not too far from us. Start that process to see how that process is going to go, how long that process is going to take to make an insurance claim. I know some people had said, well, why don't you can get the car fixed for, a couple $100, a little bit of paint, a little bit of that. Well, guys, it's going to cost me. I have to pay 2,000 pesos for the scratches in the front, the damage in the front, and another 2,000 for the rear. So you're looking at under $80 to Philip. How you doing? To get that fixed, and they're not just going to touch up the paint. It's going to be taken all the way back to factory, the way it looked when it came out of the factory. That trimming that goes around the back bumper area, it's scratched up. Well, they're not just going to buff that out. They're going to replace the whole thing. That was 100% back to factory type quote they gave me. So yeah. And then I don't know what the attorney's going to charge me because I was told it's a common thing. People go in and get the affidavits and stuff. So it's not going to cost me all that much. And it's going to be done professionally, right at the Toyota dealer. That's what they do. So where are you? Where are you? Missed the start. Flying Hedgehog. I'm getting ready to wrap this one up. I only like to do Brian, there's a very easy affidavit with notary 500 pesos right next to the LTO. All right. I will I just had it done. Okay. I'll have to check into that. LTO, Angeles City LTO. All right. But yeah, I got to get that taken care of. So that's what I'm going to do today. So once again, guys, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for supporting the channel. Big Kev, how you doing, Big Kev? Thanks for stopping by. And I guess that's it. And we will talk to you guys later.